podcast in the city, the smartest dumb people. I'm here with my nigga, that dude Johnson, you know what I'm saying? We go way back like 4 flats on the Cadillac. Y'all tune in every week or every time. Hit the like button, subscribe, do what you're supposed to do. Like, comment, share, tell your people about it. Y'all know what it is, it's the smartest dumb people!
Yes, sir. Buddha. When I got messages saying, what's up with the show? One to where you still got kids writing essays on 472. Shout out to Chris, he came through.
Came back there. And you go, okay. And she said,
okay, he done, he it's not money, baby. They don't need cash in their hands.
Right. So now with the fuck with that,
regardless of the fact. You don't know. You don't know his fucking intentions.
Attention now. What are people? Listen, I'm gonna take my time down here.
right. I didn't understand.
When I tried to conduct,
Come on.
and I'm talking about my in-law niece. My niece, I done bought her.
I was born in the same place I was, but they decided to move along. They traveled.
Here, I had a homeboy, and I'm thinking about getting the motherfucker. Now I'm trying to hold it out. I want to get it done.
They both was the same, but once the money been through, and you just scripted this shit.
They got some diamonds in them. I need them.
Expect you to pay the bills, take care of their family, help you watch their nieces and nephews. I'm cooking up. That's like I cook up with this nigga.
We're not asking a week. We not saying a week. We said a month.
Okay.
You do this or you do that, and so those are the.
Y'all talking about me like a dog.
Stop it!
Y'all good?
This is money.
For that. Because I'm talking about for me.
I take heed.
She might not even be in no legend.
Keep going. Yeah, keep your going.
So just keep moving, pushing.
Okay.
And like what you said, I think the sense of any kind of punishment, it should be kind of like, in a sense,
Be the result of it. Because I was. Welcome. This is the smartest dumb people, and I'm the host, Anthony, that dude Johnson. And always to my left, Quando Rondo, my high school bud. We got two special guests in the building. One goes by the name of Mr. Shabazz himself. And then we got Leland LV in the building. Listen, this is like B2K getting back together, man. I couldn't wait. This is like the Backstreet Boys back together, bro. But I feel like I was the lead singer and you was Otis. Ain't nobody come to see Otis. Listen, man.
I'm definitely with David Ruffin.
Yeah.
We got David Ruffin in the building. Anywhere.
Make sure you like and share, motherfuckers.
How about Bell Biv DeVoe and Bobby Brown?
We definitely could be
New edition and Bobby Brown.
First the Fat Boys break up.
Hey, so we got Mr. Shabazz in the building. Tory, thank you for coming through, bro. Tory got this new line of tea dropping, and it's already in stores, man. It's supposed to be some healthy tea, bro. I need you to break down what exactly is the tea and what's the name of the tea.
The name of the tea is Tory's Signature Ginger Tea, and I also got the Hangover Tonic that's in BJ's Convenient Mart right now on 42nd and Ames. The tea is just a couple simple ingredients, probably anybody could find in they cupboard, you know, on the shelf. But the tea actually relieves nausea, improves stomach performance, reduces internal inflammation, improves blood circulation, strengthens immunity, relieves stress, and relieves menstrual discomfort. That's just a couple of things that it do. It does some other things too.
What made you get into it? What made you get into it?
Man, what can I say? Once I start going through this awakening, you know what I mean? Spiritual awakening. I was into all type of different stuff, I just jumped into the rabbit hole. Once I jumped in, the health part of it, the rejuvenating the body part of it really stood out to me. So I start pulling to the herbs. I start pulling to like the alkaline water, how the body operates. And then once I started to focus on those things, and I started to become real familiar and start really realizing what these herbs could do and what they was doing for the body.
Right.
I started playing with my own concoctions. And once I started playing with my own concoctions, I was into Dr. Sebi, I was into Dr. Lila Africa,
Yeah.
I was into Yada, I was in all the health teachers that was out there. And a lot of them was, you know, the CMOS. Like, everybody knows I was very intricate in pushing CMOS on Facebook when it comes to North Omaha. So I started doing the CMOS and started going to these other herbs that you can only find, like, in the Caribbean areas, Africa, things like that. And then, you know, you start looking up and you're like, shit. Man, this shit hitting my pockets right now. This shit could be expensive. Everybody know it could be expensive to be healthy. So I start getting creative and start coming up with what does everybody have in their cupboard already that has these properties, you know what I mean, that will actually do what all these other teachers will say do. You know what I mean? Killing inflammation in the body, healthy blood flow, cleansing out the organs, all that. And so I came up with my own little recipe of things that anybody can get anywhere. You know what I mean? Just saying that they're readily available.
Right.
You know, I was going to order them online.
I was going to ask you why you ain't got CMOS in there, but you just answered that question right there.
Yeah, I mean, I was intricate in pushing CMOS. Everybody got CMOS right now. Like one of the questions that came on that post yesterday was, do you have CMOS? No, and in the future I might decide to put CMOS. Right, there's more than enough CMOS out there. You know what I mean?
Make sure, I want everybody to understand this. Tory he used to be a co-host of mine, and we had a segment called Tory's Health Tips. Y'all can go back probably about 100 episodes ago. He was giving out health tips and making sure that the body was working correctly and teaching us how. So this is not something this man just did overnight, man. This man been doing this for years.
About 8 years ago.
Yeah. So
I drink it. I'm my own best customer, so I've been drinking for years. And
I want to tell people, anybody that got COVID and fight COVID, I got a couple friends on Facebook right now fighting COVID. Y'all need to holler at Tory, because I'm telling y'all, man, that tea saved my life, and I'm not bullshitting. I had COVID, I was super sick, and I took that tea, man. I swear to God, I felt better within 2 days, and I had COVID for 2 weeks, but I felt better within 1 or 2 days, and it just felt like I didn't even have COVID no more. So the second time,
you good? Go ahead.
So the second time, I want to drink one too. So the second time I got COVID.
Hey, you niggas got COVID already.
Second time I got COVID. Second time I got COVID. Literally, the second time I got COVID, I drank this shit.
They got it already.
Yeah,
they got it now.
They were waiting on you to go on the show, bro.
That's all right.
So TV. So what's the agenda? Like, how far is you pushing this? What's the next stop for the tea? Is it going to be another location besides BJ's on 46th and Ames, I think it is? Or
make sure y'all tap in.
Yeah.
Make sure y'all go in there and grab a couple of them.
Can they call you directly to get something? You dropping them off?
Yes. I'm out the trunk. You know what I mean? They have BJ's right now. About to go online. We can order them. You can order them. I ship them out to you. There's no problem with none of that. I want to be everywhere. I mean, with any product, I want to be in Walmart, Hy-Vee, Target. You know what I mean?
Right.
All them places.
I think you got the great product, man. And I think it will reach there. I think it will reach there, because you got a motherfucking brilliant idea, man, that motherfucking needs to motherfucking be on as a human. This is not racial bias.
So tell them what it do to your body, TV.
Again, it relieves nausea, improves stomach performance, reduces internal inflammation. Now, I'm gonna stop right there. So remind me to go back there. I'm probably on a one-man tear against internal inflammation. Because again, after studying the master teachers, I understand that, and this is me saying this, I always say this to people when I mention this information. I listen to all the master teachers, I study them to a T. The thing about chronic disease, what I figured out, this is just an epiphany that I had probably about 6 years ago. The thing about chronic disease is, you could probably live with any disease. I'm talking AIDS, I'm talking cancer, you could probably live with any disease comfortably as long as you keep the inflammation down. That's what discomfort is. When you start feeling uncomfortable, you start getting pain, that means that something inside you is swollen up.
Tell them about milk, because Tory is an advocate for telling people to get away from dairy and all of that, because I'm a cheese guy. Tory like, get away from that fucking cheese, man. The cheese gone, and that's the part of inflammation.
And what I always told people was, don't get me wrong, I'm like, cheese is poison, it's bullshit. People be like, oh well, you know you eat some cheese. Yeah, I eat some cheese every now and then, but you have to know how to balance it out. So when I say when I never really say get away from it. I'm just know what it does. It produces, it's mucus.
Right.
Yeah.
Like cheese and milk is straight mucus, so it produces acid. If we have some acid right now and we pour it on this, it's gonna burn. So if you eat shit that causes excess acid, it's burning these cells and tissues, and then it's causing inflammation.
Right.
So here we go with a product that's gonna knock that inflammation out. You know what I mean? You keep this.
Which
in your
niggas
system.
love cheese.
Huh?
Niggas
Yeah, so
love
I ain't
cheese.
asking nobody to leave cheese alone. You know what I mean?
No, but hey, lessen your tolerance.
Yeah.
Lessen your tolerance on cheese.
But
If
even though,
if everybody loves cheese,
now,
it's
but
not
even
a,
with that though, that's just like, you know, was it 3 out of 4 African Americans is lactose intolerant?
Yeah.
We ain't supposed to be eating this shit anyway.
Right.
Let's
Which
just
is
be
why
real.
we be
but-
having high levels of asthma and different shit like that.
Mucus.
Eczema and that shit, yeah.
Mucus, man.
So, you know, shit. Now I still eat it though.
Yeah.
know what I'm
You
saying?
just gotta know how to balance it. I'm telling y'all how to balance it out. If you are killing the inflammation in your system, it's easily for your body to push the mucus out.
Right.
This is why you cough. This is why you sneeze. You know what I mean? Your body has a natural defense to things that come into it that ain't supposed to be there. It's gonna push it out.
Right.
But it'd be hard to push it out when all your exits and entrances is swollen.
right. There's only
see
so
what I'm
many
saying?
ways you can do it.
It's like a 600-pound person trying to fit through that door right there. It's not gonna happen unless you widen the door. You see what I'm saying? So you gotta loosen
now,
up
do
that
you think it's
inflammation.
enough cinnamon here for like individual that got diabetes? You think it's enough
He said.
cinnamon?
You have to drink enough of it. One dose is not gonna be enough.
Exactly. See
Dr.
that? And this
Dr.
is
Betty.
yeah, hey. And it's cool. It's
Hold
cool
on,
because
Dr. Betty.
it's cool because I don't want people to think, oh, I'm feeling all terrible, and I can just go to
And
the
it's
store and
just
get
a
this
time.
one tea.
Oh, I got one tea.
This is not medicine. It's
No,
100% natural. It has no steroids in it, so this is not to be looked at as medicine. It's like it was a woman that jumped on the post yesterday and was like, "What you got for arthritis? What you got for this? I got pain pills and a change of diet." You feel what I'm saying? Like this is not medicine. You feel what I'm saying? But this can kill all the symptoms that's the precursor to harsher diseases that want to come.
Do you think that you'll ever come up with different flavors?
Huh? I got okay. So this is the number one, what you would call flavor or spice of 9 signature teas that I'm about to bring up. So when I bring up, it's going to be the burdock, the green tea, the chamomile, the dandelion root, the anise, the elderberry. Like I'm gonna have all those teas.
Man, I just
Elderberry
heard
is
about that burdock
terrible.
today.
Elderberry
That's crazy
is
that you mentioned
terrible.
that.
That taste. I don't know.
I'm gonna work on that.
Okay,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
I'm gonna work on that. And then these next 3 products, I got this and I got the hangover tonic that's in the store right now. But the next 3 products that'll probably come up within, for sure, the next 3 weeks, I'm just working on the labels, is the sleep aid, the digestive aid, and the liver detox.
I need all the liver detox as much as I drink, so I appreciate you, and you kind of kept my liver afloat.
You own to $1 billion idea because it ain't nothing on the market that's targeting it, whatever at your target.
Right.
Hey, you got a bullseye.
Right, that's what
Motherfuckers just shooting around that bitch, but you got that bullseye.
That's the plan, bro.
No,
So yeah, just where I was headed with it. This is all like this getting my product out. It's lovely. I wanted to do that, you know what I mean. But it's all adding to this campaign that I'm trying to run to make the people that come into contact with this information aware of the basic things that we can do to keep the body functional.
Could you tell them about the having their feet on the ground? Because I think that's something that nobody knows about, just being able to plant your bare feet on the ground. Tory, could you explain what does that do for your health?
What putting your feet on the ground is basically damn near like drinking this ginger tea. It actually, the ground is producing this green energy. That's why everything that grows from the ground is damn near green, besides the colorful stuff. But for most of it's green. It's a green energy.
Are you talking about no socks?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. So
grass is feet.
there's a green energy permeating from the ground that's negative. All the electricity that's running through our body is positive, which starts to it can tend to get excess, cause stress, and cause inflammation.
Yeah.
So therefore, when you put your feet on the ground, it grounds you. It's just like a car.
Yeah.
You know the ground wire? If you don't got that ground wire, that car
right.
gonna go on fire.
It
Right?
opens
So this is we the same thing. We're the same thing.
But
Your emotions, your energy is
depends
going
on
to
where
be
you're at though.
imbalanced.
You can't walk on with bare feet on
No.
where you're at.
Not on
No,
concrete.
he said stand.
No, you're talking about.
You're not
I'm talking about walking. I'm talking about walking on bare feet.
But you can do it in
Now,
your
you
yard.
wanna walk
basically,
down
bro.
crack
You can
alley with
basically-
no shoes
You just
on.
want to make sure
That's
you're on
something
some
different.
dirt, some dirt or some grass.
Some
Where
land.
you gonna walk down the deuce?
Not no concrete.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying that's
You ain't on no
walk down
concrete.
the
You ain't on no concrete.
You gonna have glass in your
Step on a
damn
crack pipe.
And Tory also has these little clips that he do on Facebook. Make sure y'all check him out on Facebook to where he do give health tips all the time. And I think that our people, especially our people, are so oblivious to what really is going on when it comes to this health shit. We just go to the doctor and get medicine. And there's really, like you said, Tory, I think that you could be the doctor that we need, or at least what's the word I'm looking for, Leland, where they the nutritionist that can help us get better with just
Now,
natural.
I am certified in level 1 nutrition
Okay.
now, so yes, I'm definitely going to assist the people with that. But my aim, I want people to know what my aim is. My aim is to assist you in becoming more aware about your own body.
Yeah.
Period.
Exactly.
Shouldn't have to go to somebody that don't even know you. Then they ask you 18 questions, and then
Right.
they act like they know you, and then they
Yeah,
diagnose you
yeah.
or whatever.
Something wrong
This
with
is
you
what
right
goes
now.
on.
So-
This is crazy.
So now, do you feel like that's one of the stumbling blocks in our community? That if it doesn't come from a particular group of people or a particular race of people, then it's automatically debunked. So is it automatically challenged and debunked because it's coming from you? Or do you find where people just automatically say, yeah, right?
Hold on. Okay, you already, and I'm glad you brought that up. First of all, I'm going to say, my people perish from a lack of knowledge. Period. I know I ain't religious, but I can drop some scriptures, and it's all the way on point. My people perish from a lack of knowledge. It don't matter who you leaning on that information for.
Right.
If you don't have it yourself, then
Right.
you are in a vulnerable, compromising position. That's number one. Yes, and I'm going to put it out there. It's just real. Is the information I've been presenting to the people for the last 8 years, do I feel like if it was a Caucasian face on it, people would have took a hook, line, and sinker? Yes, most definitely. Do I feel like people didn't take my information because I wasn't certified, because I didn't have that title, you know what I mean, that so-called degree
on the
whatever?
wall?
Yeah, and that's why I went and got certified.
Okay.
So, it's ways through that, but yes, our people still have a concept of when they see a certain face or a certain platform, they think that it's automatically legit, and then they dismiss their own brothers that they see every day, that they see study, that they see read, but still I just got to doubt
in good shape, in good health.
He ain't got $100 million.
Yeah.
It just is what it is, you know what I mean? So I just try to let my health speak for it, you know what I mean? And
I think it's time. We hitting the topics.
So did you listen to this info that he was giving away? You said years ago. Did you listen to it?
Tory was always the guy I would call
But
when I had questions. He was always, even if it wasn't about health, it could be something about politics. It could be something about the government.
No, I'm talking about the health part, bro. This is what we are.
I be so
What did you say, Tory?
in all the info.
What did you say? You was gonna
no,
say?
I was just going to end it off with this. I'm going to run this campaign on the Facebook, probably end up going to the YouTube, TikTok, and things like that, but it's called The Basis of a Functional Body Temple, where we will take 1 week at a time and go into one concept per week. Now, there's 10 concepts. The concepts, and this is the 10 things that I've come up with over the years that say if you can just stick to these 10 things, if you can pay some type of attention to these 10 things in your body, it's most likely you will slim your chances of having to see any doctor.
Your temple will be great.
And like I said, Tory ain't just somebody as a guest, man. This is our brother. He's a huge part of the Smartest Dumb People. We will be pushing
the show.
Yeah, we will definitely be pushing his agenda when he get his show up and running. We will or his what you say it was? It'll be a
10-week campaign.
A 10-week campaign. We'll definitely be pushing on our show and showing little clips of Tory what we got going on.
You got 10 weeks to come over here.
Yeah,
he can just send us the clip and we can show his clips.
Now, what's the logo for? What's the? Is that a heart?
That looks like a heart. That looks like a heart.
Y'all hear the slogans coming. The slogans is coming.
Okay.
So my slogan is, people, walk with me, and let's take the temple that God built and bring it back into harmony and balance. Period.
Okay.
So that's harmony right there. It's a heart.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Balance.
Yeah.
You know, you hear that heart? Okay, you know,
Calm.
chill. I'm good.
All right, so I think it's time to start the show. Shout out to TV for coming through. Shout out to LB for coming through us, showing us some love on the
Thank
STP.
you to all the people that went to BJ's and supported the drink. I
Make
appreciate
sure
it.
y'all go grab one. GR, make sure you go grab one, man. I know your liver.
All right, so let's get to the topic. Question of the day. There's two doors: red door, blue door. Blue door is you can go 10 years back and erase all your mistakes. Red door, you can get $10 million cash right then and there. What you gonna do? Let's start with Tory.
Man, say that again.
Blue door, you can get 10 years of your mistakes wiped clean. Red door, you get $10 million. Which one you gonna take?
I'm taking the red door.
Why?
Because, man, my life is my life, man. Like, a lot of people think that they made mistakes. You ain't made no mistakes. Everybody right now, where you at right now is where you supposed to be at. On the spiritual level, that's where you're supposed to be at. Like, you made your decisions. You know what I mean? And you want to call them mistakes. They ain't mistakes. You know what I'm saying? You made a decision. You were supposed to go down that road and get the experiences. Again, man, we gotta stop with the thing. Everybody ain't on this planet to make no money. That's number one. And if you end up at the end of the decisions without no money, that don't mean you made a whole bunch of mistakes. Right. You feel what I'm saying? It's just that your life is your life. Your experiences is what your experiences are. Cherish them, use them, and then you could eventually get yourself to abundance through that experience. That's my take.
All right, Quando, what's your opinion, and what would you do?
10 million.
I'm gonna take the road. I'm gonna take the low road, and then I know you're gonna take the 10 million. You're gonna bring me along.
Okay, so you gonna get your shit right.
Yeah, I'm gonna get my right. I'm gonna get my shit right the right way. Really goes there.
I'm trying to get rid of some of them kids. Man. Y'all need to cut it out.
What would you do if you got that option?
Man, I'm taking the 10. I'm taking the 10 million. Why? Because I mean, like I always heard, man.
We gonna bring me along.
There's only a fool that was behind them. If you tripping off of something that's behind you, you gotta be a fool. You know what I'm saying? So whatever things that I have done in my past, that's just that. You know what I'm saying? I can't relive them. I can't redo them. And if I did do something fucked up,
you're gonna learn off them mistakes. You're gonna learn off them mistakes.
Ebony, I want Ebony to stay
here. It
here.
was on intention. I probably did it on purpose. If I did something that someone else deemed fucked up, and I knew better,
I want to think about it.
And I got the mindset to know better, it's on purpose.
I want to take it.
We know we made these decisions hitting the gas. So what are we talking about?
You know what I'm saying? Shit.
But all right, so I'm gonna take the other route and say I would go with the blue door, and I'm gonna explain why. So the concept of what this is saying is, when you erase your mistakes, can you learn from what you had already erased? That's what I took from that concept. So if hypothetically speaking, so how let's think of. I'm trying to think of a way to put it. It's kind of like if you made mistakes and you can erase them and then redo those mistakes, are they mistakes? Am I thinking too deep into it?
I took that out of the LV way too. I said if you take the 10, he already know what mistakes he did and what he did already too.
I think what you're trying to lead people to assume is that if you didn't make them mistakes, that your life would be better. Right. Is that what the assumption is?
Yeah, kind of. But anybody can get 10 million.
Or like,
what you mean anybody could get 10 million?
See, that's anybody gonna take the 10 million.
First you gonna say, look, just listen to me. You said, so we're assuming again that,
but I said,
we're assuming that if you didn't make the mistakes, your life is gonna be better, right?
Yeah, I'm just
That's
taking the other route
I'm-
because everybody said 10 million. So I want to explain.
No, we didn't say 10
Okay,
million.
but no, we're just gonna break this
He
thing
didn't say
down.
10
though.
million. I didn't say 10
So,
million.
hold
He
on,
said
so-
10 million.
No,
So-
I said 10 million.
I didn't
So
say
hold
10
on.
million.
So you saying it's sort of like now we got the hot tub time machine.
Yeah.
Where
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 we
they
can
go
jump
back,
timelines.
where
That's what I'm saying. We jump
the
timelines.
motherfucker go back
I
and
wasn't
then
going 10
to
million.
fix
by the
that
way.
specific mistake.
and then go and say, well, Apple, I know Apple gonna blow up
Thank
in
you.
5 years.
Thank you.
Okay, but that's not a mistake. It's not a mistake
That's what
that
I was
you
saying.
didn't buy Apple.
All right, he explained it better. So what I was saying is that what if you take all of the mistakes you ever made, which could be
So-
something that's
but what-
been invested in Google.
Oh, okay.
Okay, but
So basically,
but
you're on
it's only-
this Magic Johnson kick right now.
but it's
The
only
fact that Magic didn't invest in Nike when he
Yeah.
had a chance
Yeah,
to,
yeah.
and it would be worth $5 billion
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah.
But Nike
So I
had,
guess that's
but
what I'm
Magic
saying.
had prior knowledge of Nike. Someone came to him and said, "Hey, you get Nike, we give you this." And he said, "Oh no, that's okay."
No, because they didn't have. They
I'ma go
couldn't
with
offer him no
Converse.
money. They
Right.
couldn't offer him no money. They could only offer him
And he
stock.
went Converse.
But
yeah.
he didn't take the stock.
That's what I was
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah, yeah,
That's
go
why-
ahead, yeah.
Going back.
See, but I think, well, I take the question as if it. I thought it was more tethered to your life, mistakes that you made in your life.
So you don't
That's
think,
what I
you
was
don't
trying
think
to
investing?
figure out.
You don't think investing in something that you
I
probably
can't
could have?
invest in something I didn't have no knowledge of.
Man,
so
look.
you can't make a mistake if you didn't know it was an issue.
And but this too though, you could go back and invest, and then Nike might have not never made it. Like you switching the timeline up. There's too many things that can happen. But I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, so it's kind of like the
Because-
butterfly effect.
because
The butterfly
right,
effect.
right?
Yeah.
Because if everybody could go back,
Yeah.
and so then that means that motherfucker said, well, all right, Nike,
I was taking my same
but
path.
we can get Reebok because AI gonna come in. Let's dump our money in it. Let's dump our money into this. Then
It was a fit.
but now we just generalizing. I want the
Right.
10,000. I'm not tripping
10
off
million,
nothing.
10 million.
10
Man,
million.
listen to me.
I
Listen to me.
take
Hold on.
10,000.
Now you threw me off when you said anybody can get 10 million. Hold on.
I mean, everybody would go for 10
Hold
million.
on, hold on.
Everybody would go for 10 million. I said that wrong.
Oh, okay.
Anybody
okay,
would
okay.
go for like that's the
Okay,
easy route. The
okay.
easy route is the 10
You think if
million.
you went back
That
8
makes a little bit
years,
more sense.
that knowing what you know now, if you went back 8 years, could you be a millionaire?
I know I wouldn't have spent a lot of my drug money on cars. I wouldn't have spent a lot of my drug money on fun.
Hold on.
I would have. What?
You were selling drugs 8 years ago?
Damn, the feds can go back 9. Hold on, man. Hold up, dog.
No, it said 10 years. It said 10 years, Tory. It said 10 years. I'm saying
Leland said, hey. He said, hey, go back around, rewind the tape. That man
Right there,
said,
10 years.
hey. Hold on, hey, bro, that's 20
No,
years.
I'm saying,
No, this is fucking
but I'm just saying, like even like just back in the day with hustling, I would hustle different, and like I would have even started I would have been the first podcast before fucking the Breakfast Club if that was the case. So I like there's so many angles to going back 10 years and starting
it
over.
That don't mean
Okay,
you'd have
man.
been funny though. That
All right,
means
so
you'd have been entertaining.
let's hit these topics. But I got a little something. I got to show a clip real quick. So I got in an argument with a young white lady the other day on a Facebook post, and I was just basically talking about how hard it is to be black. And she got in the comments because she had a black male on her Facebook, like in her profile picture. And I want to explain to women out there and people out there, just because you date a black guy don't mean you understand the struggle. Now you might be able to listen to the struggle, but what bothers me is when you get those Karens that's dating a black man and they think they know black people because they're dating a black. Listen, just because you know how to make macaroni and cheese that don't mean you know our struggle. So I want to show a clip just for this young lady. We're not going to stick on this. This is not a topic. This is just, I want to show a little clip. And she said, what's privilege? This is a black man in, I think, 1963 wearing a three-piece suit. And this is how they treated black people that was wearing a three-piece suit in 1963. Right now, watch this. All right, so that's the actual clip, and I want to break it down real quick before LV land his punchlines. So I was explaining that that man was minding his business, walking in a three-piece suit, and was beat on, kicked on, spit on by white people. So I kind of tried to generalize it and explain to this woman that that's what we go through on a day-to-day basis, just trying to exist. It's just the different type of battle. They ain't slapping us in the back of the head anymore, but they find little. So with me, I got in trouble at work for this. I get in trouble at work for the dumbest shit, and I'm just trying to exist. So I like to break down to people that they don't know what it's like to be. I be this close to having mental breakdowns every day, just being black. So I don't want to stick too much on it. I just really wanted to get that out there because of the post I made the other day about me being attacked at work for the silliest shit. And they don't know our struggle, and they think just because they dating one or they date a black man that you don't understand, ma. And I had that argument with Katie back on our old past shows because she would try to relate to it instead of just understanding what I'm saying. So, all right, so let's get to the topic. You want to land something on that?
Yeah. Okay. So, all right, so we see a black man in a three-piece suit. He's just a piñata. He's just a kicking and spitting and hitting stick unless he's willing to do something about it. You know what I'm saying? And so, if him sitting up letting some motherfuckers kick on him,
it's 60 of them. If he put his hands on them,
run. Why are you picking your hat up, skipping and shit? You know what I'm saying? If you feel like that you in danger, you under attack, run. Fuck your hat.
What
you know what I'm saying?
Are y'all here lollygagging around in the shadow of the valley of death?
This nigga skipping along and shit. Like, come on, dog. We need to knock that shit off, man. You know what I'm saying? You do something. Listen, motherfucker, do something to you. We need the first.
All right, so.
We need to stop grabbing them cameras and get the recording, get talking about what the fuck.
That was in 1963. That was the news.
Okay, he's still, but he's still clipping.
So do you feel like it's hard to get a black man?
Hold on. My thing is this though. If these black men will stop crying and stop going to these white women talking about look, see.
I didn't go.
They know. No, that what these black men do.
Oh, okay.
When they got their white women. And they go to them and say, look, see, look at this, yeah. Like they don't know what's going on, man. Like they haven't lived their lifestyle, like their parents ain't white, like their peers ain't white, and so I'm never going to go to my white woman get talking about, you see, look at this, you see how they do this? You already know how they do this. This ain't nothing new to you. And so I'm not going to come, so that's when they get this mindset of, I didn't have black men lay their head on my shoulder. I know what it's like. You don't know what shit like. You know what it's like because your peers and your family and you seen it and you got eyes and you got ears and you hear it. You hear the jokes that your people make at family dinner.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? You hear the rude shit that been going
on. So who's more on the line? The woman that was in my comments or her boyfriend that jumped in the comments to save her?
The boyfriend. Because the boyfriend is the one that's opening up the gate to let some other woman think that she's in on this. Look, listen. If I'm dating a white woman, listen to your country music. Listen to your little shit.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna sit here and tell you about what happened on Mississippi Blues Road, and I ain't gonna tell you about.
Well, I don't know about that. It ain't nothing wrong with educating. It ain't nothing wrong with educating. But they gotta know they gotta know their place though. It's nothing wrong with educating. Knowing your place. What's your opinion?
Any white woman I ever met with knew that she was a white woman. Period. That was it, and wasn't no education.
First of all,
I ain't telling motherfuckers nothing.
It's a relationship between two people. Mm-hmm. Y'all two people shouldn't have to represent your whole damn race. That's number one.
Yeah.
So with that being said, your relationship is your relationship. How y'all mix and mingle and interact with each other and what your strengths and weaknesses and talents that you like between each other shouldn't have shit to do, excuse my language, with race. And then number two is I shouldn't have to come into a relationship and my woman should have to be trying to prepare to understand and comprehend the whole goddamn struggle of my whole goddamn race. Right. Like, what are we asking here? This is a relationship between two people. See, this racism shit, y'all know I am. That's what I'm saying when you ask me about a black man, because you know I don't consider myself as a black man. I'm always going to make that clear every time that word comes out. I'm a Moorish American, melanated man, you know what I mean? Like, we getting too caught up in this black and white. Just pulled a clip from 82 years ago. You know what I mean? A man with a three-piece suit. Like, we'd never seen that today.
Kicked in his ass. You worried about his hat, man.
So,
come
man,
on.
we gotta start. You know what I'm saying? Like I can say that like right now. Like, can't expect your white girlfriend or the white girlfriend can't expect the black boyfriend to get all into this race thing. If y'all love each other, y'all love each other. Like, we shouldn't be watching no hanging and then looking at them and one girl like, how you feel about that?
You see
Nigga got hung.
That's your granddaddy.
Excuse me. Yeah.
That's your granddaddy right there. That's your great granddaddy standing in that picture with that body hand up.
All right, so let's get to this.
Hold on. Rondo?
It wasn't supposed to be a comment.
Okay,
it wasn't a topic.
Listen.
That's not a topic. I was just saying, like, a white girl jumped in my comments trying to explain when I was just saying, like, how it is to be black, and she's trying to. It ain't just black people. I hate when they do that.
I ain't doing none of that shit. I ain't gonna sit down.
Is if you in that situation, go find another white girl. You don't have to deal with the one that doesn't understand your struggle. Like, I don't have to sit here and go to war with you.
One more piece.
Because you don't act like you know what's going on.
I'm gonna be brief. That's the reason why they were able to take our history and flip it. Because there was nothing written down. Everything was through oral tradition. Right. And so, if your grandmama wasn't there, and your mama wasn't there, you didn't know nothing about it. But then when these people start telling these stories and people start writing them down, then all of a sudden they can flip it. Listen, I'm not about to sit down and talk to if I had a white woman, say, you know what? Let me show you how we make these black eyed beans and cornbread. Oh, man, I'm not doing none of that. You know what I'm saying? You put your chicken in, don't cut the fat off of it, don't put no seasoning on it, and you keep doing it how you been doing it. I'm not about to sit down on this. You know what I want right now? Some collard greens and some cornbread.
You need to learn how to season their food like my mom.
Y'all can't say that. No, that ain't true. Cause y'all can't say that. So if you start dating a white girl, Tory, you ain't gonna teach her how to make the tea?
Hell no.
Listen, man. Listen. If she figure it out, she figure it out. But I'm not gonna put.
So then he teach her how to show the tea next year. You know, she jumping in the post talking about, I know how to get the inflammation out of your body. I've been doing this.
That's what I was saying, though, man.
You can't let him in.
That dude right there is my listening show right there. This dude right
here. All right, so let's hit the next topic, man. Shout out to Ebony. Ebony, I'm sorry it took us this long to get to the topic, but Jason Whitlock's, he has a show called
Brandy? It's been a minute.
Yeah, he has a show called Make It Make Sense. No, we ain't reading off comments. We got four opinions on the panel. It's called Make It Make Sense. Jason Whitlock. So basically, Leslie, the comedian Leslie from Saturday Night Live,
Ghostbusters,
and she made a comment about Independence Day. This actual clip, and then
was that her?
Yeah, and then Jason Whitlock had a woman talk behind her. Let's watch the clip. Shout out to Ebony. She gave me the clip. It's pretty deep, actually, bro. You can turn your phone up right now.
But Leslie Jones, the former Saturday Night Live comedian, she had a special 4th of July message for all of America. Let's take a look.
What's up, y'all? I was going to write a post out, but I just feel like I need to say this. You know, I would say happy 4th of July, but it's not really a happy 4th of July, is it? Because 4th of July is supposed to stand for independence and, you know, how a country fought for freedom, all this stuff. But this ain't the land of the free. Y'all have taken away women's rights. You're trying to take away voters' rights. You're not representing anything that this holiday is supposed to be about. You know, I listen to the Star Spangled Banner and all of that, and I go, this is not the land of the free. This is not nothing that we're saying that it is. Nothing. So it's hard for me to say happy 4th of July because it feels like we're going back to slavery, you know. So maybe I should say happy back to slavery day, because if we don't do something, there will be no Independence Day for anyone.
In this, but you do whatever makes you feel good. Please make it make sense for me.
Jason, where else, if not America, can you resemble Grape Ape and have the success that Leslie Jones has had? Look, and we're not picking on black women. As a dark-skinned black woman, I understand colorism more than anybody else. But we're going to stop lying, and we're going to stop lying today. Leslie Jones is not where she is because she is the funniest woman in America. She's not. She's not where she is because she's the cutest woman in America. She's not. She's where she is because of the opportunities that we have in America. She is where she is because this is the land of the free. And
all right, so then she goes on and on about the ideal of just being in America, and America's great, basically. I don't know where, I'm going to say that was definitely a coon train moment. I don't know where they finding these black people that move like this, but I ain't never disrespected no queen like that. I ain't never went out my way to call no black, my own people, an ape. What's your opinion on the
Grape Ape?
Grape Ape. That's even worse.
Why?
She used the word ape.
That's a cartoon. Grape Ape is a cartoon.
Right.
And
she went out her way to call them women ugly, man.
Yeah, right.
It is what it is.
And now, so you think it was a racial attack?
Oh yeah. I mean,
it definitely was. What do you not see?
So the black woman racially attacked the other black woman.
She did.
She called him. You don't call. Everybody know you don't call no black person no.
Why would you?
Why not? I hear people say,
y'all see this?
Man, get your monkey ass out
y'all
of
hear
here.
this? Y'all hear what's about to go on? I hope y'all paying
I hear,
real close attention.
I hear people say
this is what our people do. First of all, they just threw the word race in on 2 black women. That's one. Let's look at this thing.
I'm gonna tell you what went viral and what social media is attacking.
So I call another black man an ape. That's racism?
No.
That's racist?
Yeah, it depends. It depends on the setting. The setting, right, with the platform that was on, fucking right. That's racist.
Okay,
you goddamn right. The platform basis, it is racist.
Okay, just because white people may have been hurt.
If I'm in front of you, if I'm me riding in the car with you, I'll be like, you black ass dumb motherfucker. I can say that all goddamn day. Right. But don't put that shit on national TV and call another black motherfucker an ape. Hey.
I agree with Ron.
So now we only show respect when other eyes is watching.
Yeah.
But when it's us, everything's out the window.
We know
everybody. You know how you talk. You know how you talk about you talk and we talk how we talk.
So everybody
has
that behavior when other eyes is watching.
Hey, you should be. Nothing wrong with that.
You should be.
You don't think nothing was wrong with that?
Y'all go ahead. Y'all go.
I didn't say nothing about nothing was wrong.
Now it was wrong
I said I'm putting emphasis on the context of what y'all trying to spin this thing in. Ain't got shit to do with no racism.
Right.
She called that woman a damn ape because the woman probably resembles an ape to her. Period.
Understand.
So that ain't got nothing to do with the white
people.
Right? No, I don't. No, look. See now,
I'm not saying
these rules and regulations.
Yeah, right.
This is the problem with our people. We don't have no rules or regulations. We just want to have rules and regulations when our feelings get hurt. Man, look. We don't have no protocol. We ain't got no regulations. We ain't got no safeguards. We don't have that.
You don't think they put no smut on her name by even talking down on her appearance?
Man, look.
That wasn't cool.
What I'm saying is we're not focused on the fact that we hate each other.
Yeah.
So I want to hear that racist shit. We just hate each other. She took a shot at that woman on national TV. Another black woman. You understand what I'm saying? But it ain't racist. It ain't got nothing to do with racism. It got to do that we hate each other. We don't want to talk about it.
Right.
Period. And then want to talk about how great America is or not. Because of our different perceptions of America, we want to argue with each other, knowing we under the same gun. Like, all this shit is retarded to me. You already know. You already know how I come when it comes to this shit.
That's definitely the best angle. That's definitely the best angle. It wasn't racist.
Y'all ready to throw the black woman over there with all the white folks.
But don't do that. Don't do that though. Don't do that though.
All right, so hold on. Here go
the we haven't set no clear boundaries when it comes to our people, and that's our fault.
Hold on, time out.
That's our fault.
When it comes to other people, it's always don't do that. That same way when you leave the house, your mama tell you, don't you go out there in that white neighborhood and cause you fuck around and get fucked up. But you can do whatever in your own neighborhood. You can behave however you want to behave. No one tells you, hey man, don't go out in your neighborhood and misbehave and do shit like that and cause disruption in your neighborhood. Don't do that. They don't say that. It's always be aware of what you're doing to someone else. And so the only reason why that this is an issue is because it was a black woman attacking another black woman on national TV, and other people could hear her say things that we already intimate and say to each other and feel about each other, and so that she said it to where someone else can say, you hear that?
That is an ugly, hey, so you want everybody to say that is an ugly black motherfucking bitch.
Nah.
That's ugly black bitch. That's what you want everybody to say.
The woman is allowed.
No, man. No, but hey, but they paint a picture on that lady. And
so you worried about what white people think?
No, I'm talking about in general.
Who's it going to paint a picture to?
Listen, it paint a picture on her.
All right, but when you said that she she looked like what the lady called her, the problem that I have with that is we don't get to call gay. We see a dude that look feminine. We don't say, "Oh, look at that." I can't even say the goddamn word.
You just can't say it on public.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, so why you put that? Why didn't you say that?
Hold on. Why can't you say it? Hold on. Say it with me.
You say it with yourself. I don't even know what you want to say. Say it on your own. I don't even know what the fuck you want to say.
If you see a dude that looks feminine, and what we can't say it. I don't say
it. So,
it.
but this is why that. But Dad said the same infant male that looked like a female. He'd call herself. He'd call herself a sissy. He'd call herself a faggot. He'd call herself all of them things, and then turn around and say,
man,
these niggas got me fucked up.
Right.
The same infant male that that men and people say, I just can't say it. I just can't say it. That same infant male, whether let's just say if it's a white guy.
White guy ain't gonna say that nigga got me fucked up. No, he ain't. You got like fucked
that
up.
That motherfucker gonna say nigga.
So moral of the story in this conversation. She wasn't wrong for what she said on the Whitlock show.
I think she was.
She was wrong, but it wasn't racist.
Yeah,
it wasn't trying to make it a racist angle in that she said something.
But I wasn't saying it was racist. I'm just saying it was terms of bullshit. How she put it out there, man. Don't talk down and put smut on another motherfucker's name that's in the public eye.
Because there's two black women?
No, not even that.
Can a woman talk about another woman? So if she'd have said if that woman was white and fat,
she wouldn't have said it. She wouldn't have said it.
My point exactly. Thank you, sir.
All right, let's hit another topic. UFC fighter comes out, speak on Gazelle Maxwell's case and why it was ignored to the public eye, but they wanted to talk about everything else. Let's watch the clip. We'll be right back.
Maxwell just got put away for 20 years. So she was supplying kids for all these fucking pedos, right? Where's the list? Is that just gets like, I don't know.
Kind of weird that got no coverage, but Johnny Depp and Amber was
everywhere. Yeah, and I'm like, so the list of, politicians and actresses and actors or whatever that they talked about, does that get swept under the rug? Do they not get any time for actually fucking those kids? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Like, that's weird how that just doesn't compute with me. Maxwell just got put away for 20 years. So she was supplying kids for all these fucking pedos, right? Where's the list? Is that just gets like, I don't know.
Kind of weird that got no coverage, but Johnny Depp and Amber was
everywhere. Yeah, and I'm like, so the list of, politicians and actresses and actors or whatever that they talked about, does that get swept under the rug? Do they not get any time for actually fucking those kids? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Like, that's weird how that just doesn't compute with me.
Ready? Mm-hmm. All right, so that's the actual clip right there. Like I said, man, I was trying to find because Tory be into this type of shit when it comes to conspiracies and
I'm in a rabbit hole, baby.
Yeah. So Tory, what's your opinion when you really digest it? He got it shocked me because I was like, damn, he right. Why they ain't talking about the motherfuckers on the list? Ain't they just as guilty as R. Kelly? Ain't they just as guilty as this Michelle lady? What's your opinion?
My opinion is first, shout out to those Israel, because he's dropping that knowledge, you know what I'm saying, the things that are behind the scenes that get swept up under the rug because people like himself and these other stars choose not to talk about it.
Facts.
And our people get their information hook, line, and sinker from their favorite stars. You know what I mean? So we need these people to talk about it. I've been talking about this stuff for 3 years now. You know what I mean? This particular subject of all these kids disappearing, all these government officials having something to do with it. They going on trial. The media is not even putting a spotlight on it. They're acting like they don't even see it. This stuff is going on behind the scenes. You got federal court cases. You got Hillary Clinton. Like there's so many big names with this stuff. So he is telling you straight on point, and he ain't even getting deep with it.
Yeah, he ain't.
You know, he's just on the surface of it.
Right.
But yeah, that stuff is 100% true. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Why wasn't the case?
Well, but then you also got to look at about the time that they started dropping that madness. You know what I'm saying?
Beginning of COVID.
And so they started dropping. First it jumped out with. It started with the Hillary. Remember they got talking about that pizza shit. Remember that?
Pizzagate.
Okay, but then when the COVID first hit, they popped out. Got talking about Tom Hanks and his old lady. Was in there, and they was on the pedophile list. So it was a reason that it was thrown out there, and so the reason was to put what was going on, like the man was saying.
Right.
And so people was concerned about these rich white people, this island, and all of this bullshit, and all these actors, and Oprah Winfrey's on there, and all these people.
Everybody's favorite people was on that list.
Right.
They couldn't let it out there like that, so they put it up under there because this information.
They put the COVID out there then?
This information would have shocked people to the core. And if you want to be real,
that's when
we ain't gonna talk about it on here because we know he don't want to really talk about that type of stuff. It's real sensitive, but
now everybody got to go home.
I would say yeah.
Yeah, now everybody ain't nothing.
I would say yeah
because it's a
it only making sense.
People still don't know what COVID is
because they not even worried about that. They worried.
It's only making sense right now.
Yeah, I think.
And
that's why they threw COVID in the loop because of the Pizzagate.
Man, y'all know I go deep, man. That's why I don't want to get too much on there. You know, being scared of people off. But what I will say is,
I shouldn't even say the word. See,
when you talk about this situation, you know what I mean, that word or whatever, you're talking about the whole world got shut down from this thing. Like, we ain't talking about just the United States. We ain't talking the whole world.
Right.
Slow everything down.
Never happened before. Number one. How do you think about the enormity of that? The whole world got shut down at number one. So
while this main thing was going on,
some of the things I was paying attention to is to me now it's common sense that there's been a whole restructuring of the governments of the world because of these situations that we're talking about. So they couldn't have the people paying all the way close attention to because we be in civil war.
You gotta shift your mind. Shift your mind.
They'd be in civil war. We'd be sitting here looking like what's
me and Leland. Not me and Leland, but me and Leo, my guy I work with. Shout out to Leo Lewis. But that's what we call the TV. We call the TV and these phones and the radio the distractor reactor. You know what I'm saying? They distract you and then you react to it, right? And when you were supposed to be on Highway 10, you on Highway 32 somewhere. That's the next direction.
That's like I was like, but who gives a fuck about Johnny Depp and his
old lady lying damn about that? And that's what I'm trying. Man, come on, man.
What?
I got
because there's a woman that got
I got my people. Don't get me wrong. We all got our homies. You know, they got homies at home. They ain't got no job. They ain't got. You know what I'm saying? Bills doing. They sitting there.
Man, let's give them some money now. Let's give them some money. We gonna redirect all this.
What you think Johnny Depp did to that? I don't give a damn about what Johnny Depp did to that one man. I got bills due. You don't know that, man. But y'all know how I am when it comes to these subjects, bro. I don't mess with the distractor reactor and all these.
It was so many. Hey, that shit came. The distraction came from this way, this way.
I do want to know what they gonna do with that list, man. If they put a woman in jail behind it, if they put a woman in jail behind the list, and
they killed
basically the organizer. They basically put the organizer
don't get the show shut down, my buddy.
It only makes sense to go like how the RICO charges with the feds when it comes to these drug dealers and these gang members. There should have been a whole RICO behind this shit. Where's that at?
Who gonna, man, them people got money, man.
Look,
Ain't no
man,
such
all
thing.
these people that's on that list is your favorite actors, singers, and
Smart as
all
dumb
that.
people. We see
So
y'all a
if
year
they-
later from
if
now,
they
2024.
If they take all that away, man, that's gonna leave you people in shock. That's all into
Oh,
the idol
my
worship all the
goodness.
time. They look for your favorite actor every day. That looks for them to entertain you.
When you
Like
see
when that
Beyonce
person
on
goes
there,
away, you're
when
gonna
you
be
see
like, no
Beyonce
way.
Beyonce.
And the Jigga Man, you hear me? So
Hey.
look, no, they're never gonna do that. They're always on the federal government. FEMA is always on certain type of tactics that keep the people from going into an uproar, and they use the media to do it. Period.
Hey guys.
Spill your spills about that time.
Now it's time to say goodbye to all my Negro friends and Caucasians. TV, give them your panhandles, give them a way to find
Hey,
you.
man, get the tea, man.
I still can't get over that, man.
Boy,
Knock out
I'm
that
tapped in.
internal
Hey,
inflammation.
I'm
We on the
tapped in.
campaign against the inflammation, people. Come get the ginger tea. Come
Oh,
get the hangover
okay.
tonic. Got the liver detox coming, digestive aid, sleep aid. I know y'all need some sleep, man. Come on, I got the sleep aid coming. But yeah, we got the Harmony Wellness products rolling out. I had a great time being back with the fellas.
Oh, man.
Most
Hey,
definitely.
look here. Anthony That Dude Johnson, TV. LB the Great, Quando Rondo. Y'all have a good night. Alright guys, what I need for you guys to go ahead and do is go over to our YouTube page. Make sure you like, subscribe there. And also check out our Instagram and make sure you follow us there, man. We'll give a follow back for sure. Holla at us. Alright guys, what I need for you guys to go ahead and do is go over to our YouTube page. Make sure you like, subscribe there. And also check out our Instagram and make sure you follow us there, man. We'll give a follow back for sure. Holla at us. Alright guys, what I need for you guys to go ahead and do is go over to our YouTube page. Make sure you like, subscribe there. And also check out our Instagram and make sure you